Hey y'all, it's Burned Tricks. Wanted to talk to you about Valley of the Arcane. This comes around about once a month, lasts about a week. You can find it diving into Tomb of Horrors. Tap down here on the bottom right and see Tomb of the Arcane. What is this about? Well, this is a way to get some arcane stars for a few heroes. Back and back out, we can see what's available to me. If I go into the market, look into arcane chests, and I see Weiland and Irma. I can get Weiland for 6 stars, or arcane stars, Irma for 7 arcane stars. And that's 5,000 keys or 10,000 keys respectively. Now, how much do you need to grind to get 5,000 keys? I've played several hours yesterday, several hours today, and I've been able to accumulate 4.2 thousand keys. Some people can do a lot more than this in the same time, but I can't give it the attention that it needs to get that. So it depends on, can you give it that attention or not? Can you put that much time into it to try to get that many keys to unlock some arcane stars for a few heroes? In this case, it's for druids. So we've got druids here that you can get arcane stars for. I think I'm just going to go for 6 more on Weiland. For me, it's just easy enough to use some gold stars, but they're really not at the top of my list of heroes I want to burn gold stars for in the token shop. See, Weiland's actually here as one of the options. I'm not about to burn that up right now. Back in arcane chest. I'll go for him. I'll grind it out a little bit more. There's still time on the clock to do that. The question is, can I keep that up without losing the fun in it? To me, I've skipped most of these events for the Tomb of the Arcane because I've already had arcane stars for many of the heroes that have been offered. This seems like a really good offer for mid-game players, or certainly free-to-play players, and someone that just likes playing the game and grinding through and not having to spend a whole lot of energy or extra money to do it. So going in here, open up the first node. Let's see, there's effects, enemy effects. What are my effects? These change for every node. Some of these are harder on you than others. Defender's basic stats increase by 49%. Basic physical damage increases by 75%. Basic critical damage chance by 36%. All characters have their passive abilities locked. That affects some teams more than others. Influence of arcane stars on hero powers increased by 75%. Okay. So that's what we got to work with. Enemies here. Typically the first nodes start off easy, then they get harder. But I've noticed sometimes something comes up, or even just an RNG chance that you just hit a brick wall. Usually when you hit a brick wall, I find changing the teams gets the job done. If you can't get by that after trying all your teams and trying over and over, because RNG is a big factor in this, you can re-roll the effects. That'll clear out the enemies, give you a new set of enemies, and a whole new set of effects that you have to work against. But we'll go against this real quick. Typically, I just auto through all this. I'm usually not even selecting the targets. And loading. And loading. And here we go. Auto. Boom, boom, boom. Done. One node down. All right. 10 keys for that. Well, how much do I need to grind to get through all this? Is everyone 10 keys? No, you'll see that there's a possible rewards this next node, 10 to 15 keys. When you get around back to the last nodes, it's up to 45 keys. I would say on average, running around, your average node is going to be about 25 keys. One whole round, you're going to get about 300 keys. So if you think about 300 keys, what you're going to try to spend, how many rounds you want to go through, and if it's worth it to you, figure that out. So take 5,000 divided by 300. I'm not going to do the math now. Sorry. Anyway, I'm just going to jump back into it. I'll run through a round real quick. I'll speed it up so you don't have to see if I can actually go into the right place. I'll speed it up. And you don't even have to listen to me ramble. Blade-led assassins tend to do very well for me. The AI doesn't trip them up too much or do really stupid things with them. So they tend to do well over and over without having to guide them any. Goo is about the same way, the Guardians of Order. AI tends to play them pretty straight and doesn't do stupid ass things that make you get stuck, or at least not too much. A few of the other meta teams are good, but I usually wind up running into more roadblocks with them than I do these other two. But you'll see here I do run into some roadblocks and switch my teams up when I need to. So after one round, you can see that I've got a few more keys. I'm now at 4.5 thousand. Getting closer. And when I get my gold 5,000, I think I'll stop there. To me, it's just not worth all the time to put into this. I mean, it's a lot of time. And for the most part, I'm just running auto, so it's not very fun. Occasionally, you run across a hiccup that you got to do something different. But I usually just change teams and try again on auto. So far, this time I haven't had to use any gold. As you spend gold, you'll spend 5 to refresh once, and then I believe it gets more expensive as you go along. But you do get a little gold each time also. You get 10 gold for reaching a whole round. So 12 nodes, you get 12 gold. If you're still working towards level 100, all that gives you some experience too. But most of us that are already there, experience points go nowhere. I'll run a few more rounds, and I'll record them and play them back fast for you. If you want to watch along, enjoy. You know, it's at this point I could probably just drop in some hints on quizzes. Would anybody even know? Hmm. And so here I am. I think there was a couple more rounds I went through. That was about 20 minutes a round, maybe a little bit more. It's almost midnight now. But I met my goal. I don't think I'm going to play any more of this, even though I've got a couple more days left. Well, 4 more days left. That'd be enough to get 10,000 for Irma or for Weiland. I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm tired. Thanks for watching, y'all. If you sat through all that, I appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. Keep this channel going. Thanks.